everyone, my name is Ezekiel and I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to set up soft synth instrument in Cakewalk Sonar with Session Drummer 3. Yeah, but this is a fantastic one. I wanted to sit back and watch this video so you're gonna enjoy it. I have various options for every one of you, so it doesn't really matter what you are doing or what kind of music you do. Cakewalk Insert Soft Synth Instrument has option for everyone to be able to use the Insert Soft Instrument with Session Drummer with the soft synth options. Probably you have an electric drum in your home studio and you want to record that via MIDI into multiple track in Sonar. I got you covered on that one. And maybe you just want to do sort of things and you don't want to have anything to do with the MIDI, or you just want to record MIDI and everything you needed is in cakewalksonar with the option of soft synth instrument. All right. But before we go on, if you're new to this channel, please, I want you to subscribe and click on all notification button so that you get aware whenever any new video comes up. Okay, with Session Drummer, let's say the first thing that I want to show you, simple instrument track, which means you're going to have instrument track without the MIDI for recording. So that means you won't be able to record any MIDI to be able to edit it in the piano roll. All right, that's how this one looks like. See that? So this is what I'm talking about. So if you have your drums here, so you can see that that doesn't have MIDI track for you to be able to program anything. Or let's say you want to have instrument track per output. That means Session Drummer has 12 outputs in it so that you will be able to route each kit into channels in your DAW. If you want to select stereo or you want to make it mono, but any one of them is good for you. But one thing that you need to know is that if you select stereo, it's going to give you 12 stereo output. But if you're going to select mono, it's going to give you 24 of that. That means for each kit that has stereo, left and right, left and right, left and right. But you wouldn't want to do that, right? Except that you are deliberately going to need that. So I'm going to go with a stereo. All right. So it's going to give me strictly 12 instrument kit that I have in Session Drummer. All right, the next thing for me that I'm going to be doing by that, so that for you to be able to see the sample that is in it, by loading the program, then I'm going to go to the mixer to route my output into my DAW. But first thing, something that I also need to tell you about this one, if you know that you are going to be changing, so you have to make up your mind that you're not going to change the kit. So make sure that you already have the kit of your choice. Otherwise, after the routing, if you later change any kit, so it's going to reset back to default setting. So, and you wouldn't want to take a pain to go through that anymore. So this is what I want to show you. Now we have kick and 1, then snare is going to go for 2, hi-hat is going to go for 3, and so on. So let's see that. All right, I have all of my output routed. So with that, I quickly want to rename my kit. So all of my kit has been labeled. The next thing that I'm going to be doing now is to route the input into the output of the Session Drummer on each kit. So what I'm going to be doing with this one, you can select any of these 3, so it's all going to work. So all of my 12 output and input has been routed together. Then the next thing which I'm going to be doing for me is to make sure everything is in center. You can have your own option. Now, let me just do something so that for you to see what we have done, that it works. Okay. For you to understand that this work very well. So let me just play this one. Let me just play it and see everything is being routed. So you can see that everything is routed. So if you just feel like, okay, you want to pan, and you can easily pan whatever, however you want. All right, that's that. The advantage of this one is, okay, I want to print them down. Then I have this one as MIDI. Then the next option is that if you select MIDI, then it's going to give you only MIDI track while you'll be able to program, but you won't have access to doing anything on the audio. And the other option for you, better still, with that, you can see you want to add folder, and you can see that you want to have a stereo output. This is the setting that I use on my own, so that this will give me the option to program anything on the MIDI, and then I still have the audio so that I will be able to add effects. And if you are the type that you want to print or record your MIDI drums into multi-track, so this is another option for you that is best for you that you can do. Like the previous option that I've shown you, if you're using electric drums, that will help you be able to record down the multi-track. So likewise this one, but just the difference that this one has is that you'll be able to add with MIDI and still have multiple outputs. So when you have the program, then you'll be able to record everything into multi-track. So from that, you can say you have the first audio. So like I said, and if you want to see, okay, you want to have the multiple audio either in stereo or in mono. So but I'm going to be selecting the stereo, then you do this one. All right, so still give me the 12 output from my drum kit and plus the MIDI track, which is making it 13. So on the MIDI track, this is where I'll be able to program my MIDI. Now let me select the groove, and I will go on that also. So I'm going to follow the same procedure because I'm not working on the MIDI right now. Okay, let's see. One beautiful thing about this one is, as I routed everything, everything is automatically routed into my channel strip here. I don't need to bother myself saying, yeah, I want to go into this one, I want to be routing everything one after the other. Everything is routed automatically as I was doing this one. Once I already selected the output the way I did it. So just take a look at this. We have kick here, snare drum, Tom 1, Tom 2, Tom 3. We have ride 2, tambo, agogo, conga 1, conga 2. This is so fantastic. One more beautiful thing is for me is that if you want to print this one down, this is why cakewalksonar is best of all DAW for mixing engineer, for producer, for recording artists also. For everyone, this is fantastic. Okay, I'm good with all of this thing. Then I want to record everything into multi-track. So you don't need to bother yourself, but just do this. Now everything is going to record into multi-track for me. Now that everything is recorded into multi-track for me, then let's say I wouldn't need this one anymore. Then I can mute it for just in case in the future you may want to need it again, or if you're sure of yourself that you're not going to need it anymore, then you can delete this one. Then you have nothing to do with any MIDI instrument or any soft synth instrument anymore. All right, let's see. And you bring this one out, and you want to add an envelope to that. So by clicking that, you can add envelope to that. So which means after you're already done, when you have multiple tracks, so you'll be able to put everything in an envelope, and then just close the envelope. So you are only going to see the envelope, not all the drum tracks. And if you need it, you will open it back. Then, but if you want to bring out the instrument, maybe you want to see what is going on from the rack view, okay, then you do this one and take a look at the rack view on my right side here. So what that does is that it makes it easier for you to say, okay, you have your MIDI instrument, soft synth instrument on your right side, or wherever you want to rearrange it. Then by clicking on the plus on that upper corner, then you can say, okay, you want to select an instrument wherever you want to go. Okay, and say, let's say you want to add the piano, whatever you want to add to that. Go to first synth audio output, so it's gonna be the stereo one, and at the same time, so you can have everything recorded. That's all for now, and I hope you learned something in this video. If you do, please don't hesitate to thumb up for me, share this video, and drop your comments what you learned in this one, and how do you use your Insert Soft Synth Instrument options or Soft Synth Instrument. How do you deal with that? Let me know in the comment below. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I'm gonna see you in the next time. Bye.